What's going on, y'all? This is Isaiah Fowler, and I wanted to talk about influencer marketing today. I think it's very funny because people are screaming influencer marketing as if it's this new thing. So I want to tell you a story about my experience, my personal experience about influencer marketing. So before we even go into this story, I want you to really think about it. Don't get caught into the hype of what everybody's talking about. Back in the 80s and the 90s when Michael Jordan was playing for the Bulls and he got an endorsement deal, that was influencer marketing. When LeBron James signed and got an endorsement deal, that was influencer marketing. It's nothing more than a brand investing in somebody who has a huge platform and following and monetizing off of their celebrity. So influencer marketing has been around for years and it's not gonna go anywhere. So don't think that you're missing out on some wave right now, number one. And so now I wanna really break down this influencer marketing thing. When I launched my eyewear company, I remember that I was reaching out to influencers on Instagram, right? And I was sending emails and DMs and all this stuff. And so some emailed me back, some didn't, some wanted me, said, yeah, they agreed. So I probably sent out about maybe good 10 to 15 units of my sunglasses. And out of all of those, one person actually posted it on their page. And at this time it was like 20,000 followers. And it's funny because I didn't get one follow, I didn't get one sale or anything. And so at first I was kind of like, damn, why didn't I get it? Does this thing work or what? But you have to understand that influencer marketing is not just to get sales. Remember this, influencer marketing is not just to get sales. Let's look at Fashion Nova. When Fashion Nova launched, they started heavy with influencer marketing years ago. They invested a great deal of money and resources into influencers. And they took that as a loss initially. But over time, people will be programmed to think about Fashion Nova and go purchase. And they understood what would happen 2, 3, 4 years down the road, right? And the same thing with Gymshark. So a lot of people are thinking that influencer marketing is just a sales tactic. It's a branding tactic that has a benefit of getting sales pretty quickly. Another thing is, when I did my influencer campaign, like the first one, I had like 100 followers on Instagram. And then maybe I had like a couple sales, like 10 sales, 10 customers or something like that. So I understand that, and I want everybody out there watching to understand that, in my opinion, I did influencer marketing too early. Because at the end of the day, you have to put yourself on. You have to put your company on. I had 100 followers, or maybe 150, and somebody who has 20,000 followers on Instagram, right? They post, just one person, they post. People aren't gonna take that serious. It doesn't mean that influencer marketing works or doesn't, but it's all about strategy. And so many people think that influencer marketing is, I send somebody this and I'm supposed to get $500 in sales that day. It doesn't work like that. It's branding. And if you understand retargeting and how it takes like 7 times for someone to see your product to buy, you would start approaching influencer marketing a lot different. It's no different than product placement. all these traditional marketing and advertising strategies have not changed in nature. They've just been transitioned from a traditional platform to a digital platform, and people are giving them all these different titles and techniques and things like that. So the other thing I want to say is I didn't get any initial sales from influencer marketing, but what I did get was a relationship with that actual influencer. And over time, we're going to be able to make money together. We're also going to be able to collaborate on other things. I'll be able to add value to her life in different ways. You see where I'm going with this? Stop looking at influencer marketing as I send somebody a free product, they post, I make money, that's it. That's a transaction. So what you're looking for is a transaction. You're not looking for a relationship. Transaction is sales, relationship is long-term and branding. If you're trying to build a brand, a real brand that stands for something, you have to be in it from the long term in the beginning. You have to know how to sacrifice some money up front so that way things could pan out and pay you later on down the road in a way bigger sum and in a way bigger way that you wouldn't be able to see, because you can't just be about money if you're trying to just build a brand. You have to actually care. You have to actually be wanting to do something positive in this world. So yes, influencer marketing does work, but if it doesn't work for you, you're probably approaching it the wrong way and you're just trying to make some money, a quick $5,000 or something like that. So just know its place and just know how you want to approach it and just be focused on building a brand. You can't get mad at somebody for not purchasing your product immediately. Did you purchase, all the stuff in your house or that you're wearing immediately? No. It probably took you a couple times to get comfortable with the idea of purchasing that, especially if it was, more than $100, $200, $300. So don't think about influencer marketing as just sales. It's a branding, long term, if you approach it that way. And I think that that'll be very helpful to you and your business. So thank you. If you have any other questions, drop them in the comments, and always remember that everything you do in your life starts with a vision.